안녕하세요.
Hello, everyone.
오늘
Today is
1632회
1632nd Cheonshim Won special visit devotion. Those who are participating and sincerely grateful.
오늘도 참가자
Even today, with
중심하고
centering on the four Pacific foundation
만
of the true family,
100여 곳에 연결이 되어서
19,100 places around the world,
모아서 정성을
and 41,000 people with one heart are offering this devotion. Heavenly Korea, the Cheonha Special District, 200 of them
병원에 함께
participated
정성을
on site. In these
기리고
headquarters and the Cheonshim
54명이
Church
모이고
gathered, 54 of them gathered Iksan Church,
41명이 함께
41
모이고
have gathered together. Changwon, Daegu, and in that order, they are participating in their churches.
오늘 신일본은
Heavenly Japan today,
교회
Nagana Church,
나누어서 38명이
distributed in 3 places. 48 of them are gathered together and participated together. 363 online, and in total 401 of them are participating in this Cheonshim Won visit devotion. Usumanya Church 16, Ukeyama Church 15, Hikune Church 15, Morioka Church 12, Oita Church 12. In that order, they are gathering 14,200 places in their families are gathered and offering devotions. Amy, the church leader,
또 조사를 해서 400명이 함께 온라인으로 참여하고 있다고 하는
they told that 400 of the congregation is gathered
연결시켜서
when all of the members are connected to the Cheongsong.
한 사람도 놓치지 않도록 관리해 주시는 것을
I'm so grateful for managing all of the participation and brothers and sisters who are participating. Internationally, the headquarters in Kenya and the Sasamoto Center located in Kenya, 70 of them are participated together. The Sasamoto missionary, do you know? I believe a lot of you already know him. They are currently participating in the 8-day spirituality workshop, and they are connected to the headquarters every day. Mozambique, continuously, the spiritual academy trainees are participating together, and the video we viewed early on is the activities and the devotion of the Mozambique Yongsong trainees. Heavenly USA, Cheonshim Won, Cameroon, Thailand, and San Francisco, and all around the world are participating together. Even today, in front of the detention center, they are people who are continuing the devotion. It marks the 331st day. Kwanak Church, Buddha Church, Ansan Church, the congregation of these communities are offering devotion. Path of our entire life of our true mother was from the very beginning is to fulfill the dream of Heavenly Parent, and it was her own determination and the path of Hyojong. Just seeing the very first judgment day is nearing, we are tuning in our frequency of our Cheongsong. Heavenly Parent is alive, and truth will surely be revealed, and the justice of heaven will be shown. In this 1632nd Cheonshim Won special visit devotion, where all of our brothers and sisters are gathered, I truly believe our desperate, earnest prayers will move the spirit world, and it will reach the heavens with unconditional faith towards our true mothers. I truly believe our Hyojong will protect our beloved true mother. Let's offer. I'm so grateful for everyone who are continuing their devotion. Today, Lee Eun-ji, trainee, gave her testimony. She said she did 3 40-day workshop
2023년도
The first one was at 2023 in January.
9월 달에 두 번째 오시고
She did her second 40 day on September, and
봤는데
this is her third 40 day.
점수를 받을 때보다 지금이
She said that
얼마나 많이 변화됐는지
there's so much transformation
본인에 대한
from the
심정을
beginning of the first
간증을
40 day workshop, and
하셨습니다.
she reflected upon her
어머니
심정 and testified
항암치료를
to us.
하면서 또 40일
Her mother going
때
through chemotherapy,
간절히 어머님을 위해
she told
기도하면서
earnest
한
prayers
사람을
were
위해
offered for the
기도하는
mother, and she
이렇게
has
힘든
realized that it's so difficult to offer
부모님
to
가신 길이 얼마나
to pray for a single person,
참 어머니께서
but realized
수많은
and thought upon
자녀들을
that
위해서
the path of our true
기도하시고
parents,
정성을
how
들이시는
difficult it must have been for our
얼마나
mother,
힘든가.
really
그래서
to save the entire
참
humanity.
부모님을 위해 기도하고 싶은 마음으로
With a heart wanted to offer devotion for our
오늘
true
부모님
parents,
감사하심을 실감하고
she realized and felt
공명을
that the works of Heavenly
자연스럽게
Parent,
눈물로
and naturally shed
기도할 수 있는
tears,
사람이
receiving resonance
되었다고
from
했습니다.
with Cheonshim.
그래서 두 번째 40일을
So
마치고
during after the
교회에
second
돌아갔을
40-day
때도
workshop, when she went
매일같이
back to the
교회를
church,
지키려고
she was protecting the church
드리는
and
정성을
offered
이어가다가
her conditions
또
and
세 번째
devotion,
40일
participating in
수련을
vigil
오셔서
devotion, and just entering her third
준비하고
40-day workshop, preparing
어머니의
for the
건강,
blessing and really praying
아빠의
for
신앙
the health of her
회복을
mother and the
위해서
restoration of faith of her
천년
father.
기도를
She said that she
하면서
has
정성을
continued her
드렸는데
devotion doing calling out prayers every day to
좋아하시고
2,000 times.
교회에
And she,
관심이 없던
through those
나보다
devotions, she saw that the health gradually become better of her mother, and the faith of our father being restored. Wanted to actively participate in vigil devotion
정말로 많은 변화를 가져와서 이제
because there was a lot of
하나님을
change.
진심으로 붙잡고
When we really hold on to
기도할 수 있는
Heavenly Parent,
사람으로 성장이
I
되어
believe she has
참 어머니께
developed and grown into a person who could really hold on to Heavenly Parent and become
결의하는 시간을
and
가졌습니다.
she had a time to really resolve herself to become a filial daughter who could
아버님 말씀을 이루어
give joy back to our true mother and really fulfilling the words of true father for us to at least do 3 40-day workshops.
그 인생이
When
달라질수록
our hearts will change, our lives will change as
그래서
well.
아무리 사주팔자가
So,
그렇다 하더라도
Even if
수련을
our
통해서 완전히 거듭나면
innate characteristics, our innate fate is bad, but if we offer sincere devotion, let us believe that our fate could be transformed through this sincere devotion.
사주팔자보다 중요한 것이
The more important things than our fate is becoming reborn through our true parents. And the day of the rebirth is so valuable. So for us to reach perfection, let us continue our prayers and devotion. Today,
이 찬양을
our Korean 40-day trainees has sang the song 행복, happiness,
찬양을
and
했습니다.
there was a person who was really
안영선 목사님도
tall.
이번 40일
안영서
오셨는데
pastor actually participated in this 4-day workship.
알고 계시죠?
A lot of you already might have known him through his testimony. In the position of death,
의식을 잃고 있을
when
때
he was unconscious,
주진태 천심 원장님이
when President Chu Jin-tae of Cheonshim Won in Japan,
병실이
when he went to his hospital bed,
까만 병실이 보라색으로
through
변하면서
his
소생아들을
prayers,
찾아와서
the entire
거의
room,
완전한 건강을 회복한
which was
상태에서
pitch
이번
black, then turned into
40일
purple.
수련을 오셔서
That
앞에서
we could see that
찬양까지
his health is becoming better and better. Now he is in a position where he can offer praise in front of everyone. All of this works is testifying to the living and working Heavenly Parent. Today, Park Dong-hye,
되는 분이신데 아주 남부산
is from South Busan Church
정말 귀한
community
해 주셨습니다.
and gives such amazing testimony.
교회하고 멀어지고
Starting from middle school, he
하지
became
않는
distant from the church
그런
and
상태에서
became a dormant member, not doing living the
빠지고
life of faith.
극심한 우울감으로
He was wandering around, and he also
들어갔다고 했습니다. 어머니의
was in
정성으로
deep depression.
교회
But
나와서
because of the devotion of his mother, then
일반
went to church, participate of general for the workshop, and also doing the participating in the 13th spirituality workshop. He testified that he experienced the love and of Heavenly Parent Troopers for the very first time. After the workshop, he said he continued his volunteer work, even though he was continuing his activities in the community. He felt so empty in the heart, and he reflected on why his heart felt so void. But through sincere devotion, he realized that inside my heart, there is a heart where, because he was not able to attend True Mother, he felt that void. So because of that, he resolved to participate in this motion workshop and participate in the third. He has then entered a position where he could attend Heavenly Parent and receive such joy. And we look at the course of Moses. There's about the covenant and the Holy of Holies. The covenant, the Holy of Holies is a place where nobody could go, really. And it's only the high priest who could go once a year. But if anyone goes there, he'll receive such hardship. But inside the Holy of Holies, there's two plates. It resembles the perfected Adam and Eve. There was a vase with manna, and the rod of Aaron, which represents the authority of heaven. But inside the spirit self of Jesus, these are the symbols inside of. So, for us also, who should we attend in our spirit self? We need to attend these three symbols. True parents who are the substantial manifestation of the word, we must attend them within our spirit self. Whatever thought, we need to center on true parents and center on the words of our true parents. We need to become a spirit self where it's overflowing. We need to transform our lives where we could radiate lights of grace through this spiritual food. Also, we should be able to meet a spiritual standard where we could see the authority of heavens as Aaron's rod. So that's the reason why this motion worship is such a precious worship. Training Park Tong-hye, because he was not able to do anything with his lonely or empty heart, participating in this workshop, the fact that he is able to attend Heavenly Parent Treatment in his heart is a great victory. But because he said that the greater his heart motivation to attend true parents, there were greater disturbances that blocked him from receiving this heart. But because he wanted to feel that heart, with all of his heart, he invested to enter the realm where he could feel the love of Heavenly Parent. And finally, he realized that the Heavenly Parent has always been with him. In that time, the thing that emerged from his heart, it was the question, have you sincerely attended True Mother? This question is in his heart. He asked himself, have I actually did anything to attend True Mother? And for him to even go deeper in the Shimjang with more desperate and earnest devotion. He said he offered praise.
오늘 저녁에 찬양할 때
So I hope everyone, whenever we are doing praises, for us to go deeper, and let us enter into our prayer sessions with much earnesty
여러분 안에서
and
느껴보시기를
really
바랍니다.
feel the feelings of a trainee
간절하게
Akdongye have felt within ourselves as well.
눈물이
And
저절로
after his sincere and earnest
참
prayers
부모님의
and
간절한
praise,
심정이
he found himself crying out and
경제에 들어가면
entered a realm where
참
he could
어머님을 모시는 것은
inherit
선택이 아니다.
deeply
책임이다.
the heart of
이런
true
또
mother,
깨달음을
and
말씀해
also shared the realization that it is not a choice but our responsibility in attending true
우리
parents.
가정연합 식구들만의 선택이
It's
아닙니다.
not a choice for our family federation members, but entire humanity of this earth's responsibility is to attend the true parents.
참소를 하지 않도록 하기 위해서 우리 참 부모님께서는 삼만쌍 축복을 하시면서
For the reason,
전
for
세계
through the 30,000 couple blessing, in the very position where all of the
메시아
leaders, worldly leaders, have gathered in the
온
true parents has
천주의
proclaimed in front of them
하셨습니다.
that I am the true parent, the Messiah, and so
마지막으로는
and has proclaimed
온
so
제국을
many
통해서
things.
온 천주의 실체 말씀 되심을
I also proclaim that they have become the word, the substantial word. We had a lot of rallies, the Soul Rally, whatever rallies, and the cosmic rally of the proclamation of the manifestation of the substantial word. We remember those days. Our true mother,
이번 이 고난을 겪으시면서
through receiving this difficulty,
일본 사람이든
whether it's Koreans or Japanese or people all around the world, they might already hear the true mother's words through their broadcast, but the very core message is that she came here as the only begotten daughter, and she came here as the mother of humanity and the mother of peace. And whenever she was giving each and every word,
모든 이에게 알려주시는 선포의 말씀을
it was a word of proclamation to the entire world so that they may not accuse her. And in this era, they could not say that, the reason why I was not able to attend her is because I didn't know about it. When we all go to the Spirit, we'll be all judged. How did you not realize that the true parents, the highest leaders in the religious organizations, will receive the most judgment? It is same as the Israelites. It's not a choice to believe in Jesus and attend Jesus. It's not a choice but a responsibility. The reason of the providence centered on Israelites is because of Jesus. But now the entire providence of history is for us to attend true parents. So for us to attend true parent is the responsibility and mission of the entire world. Let us first become the blessed families, blessed center families, where we first attend the heavenly parent, and really become an ideal family where we can attend heavenly parent. We need to testify to the world that showing our ideal family, we need to make a lot of people around the world to also receive true parents. We need to make true father to be mobilized, and for those, even though we are constantly telling them, but they still refuse to believe. Whenever we hear the Cheonshim testimonies, there's a lot of testimonies where they listen to the words, the voice of our true father or our true mother. Also, someone who testified yesterday, through such the dreams of our true father and true mother.
오늘도 경배드리기 힘든 권사님한테 아버님 음성이 들렸다고 그러잖아요.
There was a voice of true father.
나눠서 하면 되지 않느냐.
The deaconess who had difficulty in offering bowing conditions, but heard the voice of our true father to do 23 bowing conditions in a day. Because of that, she was able to pull it off. So in this very era, we are receiving dreams and revelations, and for us to meet that standard, we need to increase our frequency and of our devotion. When we are born with the five senses spiritually. Because even though it's a small children, they have the spiritual senses. And you are because they feel scared because of the spiritual atmosphere. We all have our spiritual senses, but because of the fall, we are abnormal that we cannot feel it. It's said that this is a place where we are fixing those abnormal people, those broken down people, for us to really sever the connection of Satan, this hereditary sin, inherited sin, sins of our ancestors and our individual sins. But because the entire atmosphere is still evil, we will see ourselves being polluted, even though we are born as second generations. There are a lot of children who are living such pitiful lives. So, the testimony of our trainee Park Tong-hye has given such great realization for us. Wherever, whatever difficulties we may face in the future, thinking about the difficulty of my true mother, he resolved that he will offer devotion that will move to heaven, and to fulfill the dreams of true parents. He made the determination to live life centered. So why don't we offer a big round of applause for our two testimony givers? Today, the 21-day Seonghwa spirituality worship trainees from Heavenly Japan. During the spirituality workshop, the Seonghwa participate in the vigil devotion, and also on Sunday and Saturday they will participate in intensive prayer. But how much grace they are receiving through these young children, I truly believe there's even greater blessing and greater grace those who are receiving this spirituality worship. There are people who are resolving for them to participate, to go into the UP Academy, and those who participated in the Korean Seonghwa spirituality workshop, they all resolved to come here this great works to do volunteer works. And when we see thousands of our spirituality workshop trainees gathered here during the workshop, and they are also planning to offer a prayer gathering where all of the spirituality workshop trainings will gather for the release of our true mother. I truly believe this pure prayers of our pure water. So when you are coming to this training center, you should not think about being comfortable, but with a heart to overcome your difficulties or overcoming and having a breakthrough. When we are able to break through, we are able to meet Heavenly Parent. There is no thing more valuable than meeting Heavenly Parent. There's a lot of religious people here on earth, but there's not much group who attend Heavenly Parent and meet the Heavenly Parent. However, centering on this Cheonshim Won, really feeling and experiencing the living and working Heavenly Parent, when we see more second generations go that path, this 21st century,
이루어지게 될 수가 있는
as the
것입니다.
spiritual era, will be able to fulfill true parents' words.
소개하고 이 섬적 혜택을 받도록 하기 위해서
For us,
특별 순회사들이 현장에
to share this grace of Cheonshim Won, our spiritual itineraries are going to the fields of mission, and for the revival meeting,
특별 정성을
our
다하면서
local communities are offering 40-day special devotion, breakfast fasting,
교회가 있었다고
and
했습니다.
doing bound conditions.
정성의 기대 위에
Upon the spiritual and
더 놀라운
foundation, more they are receiving even greater
은혜가
grace.
모든 교회가
If all the church around the world
집회를 하게 되면
are doing this itinerant tour,
내릴 수 있도록 하시기를
I truly hope you will offer sincere devotion so
거두기.
you'll receive a lot of grace because you will reap what you
오늘
sow.
말씀을 여러분들이
You have read
잘
the words
들으셨을 줄로 믿습니다.
of your parents during Hyundok.
우리가 가는 길은 참 사랑으로 효자, 충신, 성인,
The path
성자의
we're going is to become
참가들이 되어야 된다.
filial sons and daughters,
말씀이
loyal subjects and divine sons and
있습니다.
daughters.
그런데 사탄이 침범하게 되면은
But if
효자도 될 수 없고
Satan enters us, we cannot become filial sons, we cannot
성인도
be
될 수 없고
sons and daughters,
성자도 될
we
수
cannot filial
없다는
loyal
것입니다.
subjects.
그래서 사탄이
saints and divine sons and daughters.
침범 못하는 자리에서 효자가 된다.
That's the reason that
효자가 된다.
we can become filial sons and daughters in the position where
사탄이
Satan
침범
cannot enter.
못하는 자리에 설려면 어떻게 되느냐? 아주 놀라운 말씀을
There's such
오늘
profound words
여러분 혼독했습니다.
we have read during this
천신
Hyundok.
만고의 순환길에도 감사하며 천신 만고의 순환길에도 불평하는 게 아니라 감사야 사탄이 침범하지 못하는 자리에
But because this is a
서가는
position
것입니다.
that lays an inescapable
그러니
cornerstone, the principle
조금만
of
힘들면
heavenly law,
불평하고
we must
그러면은
practice absolute
바로
faith,
사탄의
absolute love, and absolute
침범한다는 것을
obedience going forth with
알아야
an infinite
됩니다.
word, with a heart of gratitude, even through the
아주
path of a myriad hardships.
불평하지
So
마라.
we should not be complaining.
불평하는
Those who are
왕초가입니다.
complaining, it is the
어떤 길 말씀
biggest
읽은 적 있죠?
Cain type.
오숙자 사모님
Our
저
deaconess Hosukja might
많이
already
읽으셔서 잘할 거예요.
know about this.
불평하는 자는
Those who are
무슨
complaining,
왕이라고요?
what type
왕초.
are they? There is the biggest Cain type.
이게 순환길도 만고의 순환길도
Even through the path of myriad hardships and trials,
100번, 1000번
dying 100 or 1,000 times, we need to go this path with gratitude.
가야 한다.
We need to go forward for the
100번,
infinite world
1000번
with a heart of
죽더라도
gratitude. Even we die
위에서
100 and
살아가는
1,000 times,
사람에게 사탄은
those who are living
침범하지
for the sake of others, Satan
의하지
can enter
않고
them.
자기 중심에 가면
But if we
즉각
don't live for the sake
사탄이
of others and
침범한다는
live
것입니다.
self-centered lives,
얼마나 어려운지.
instantaneously Satan will enter us. That's how
그런
difficult our life
여호와께서
is.
최후 변론하면서도
That's the reason why
마지막에
True Mother, at her statement,
최후
final
변론의
statement,
마지막에 뭐라고 하셨습니까?
the final statement,
감사합니다.
she has said, I am
여러분
grateful.
같으면 그렇게 하겠어요?
Are you
억울하게
able to
고난
say that
당하면서
even you are receiving these difficulties?
감사합니다. 그 말이 나오겠어요? 어머님께서는 마지막에
Even
감사합니다로
even she's been unjustly being detained,
어떤 자리에서
she said thank you, and she's expressed her gratitude. And in whatever position she may be, she said she will continue her devotions and prayers in fulfilling the words of heavenly prayer. These other words are being fulfilled by her, even though she dies 100 or 1,000 times.
그래서
She's walking the path
어머님은
of attendance.
하늘의 효녀요.
That is the reason why True Mother is the filial daughter of heaven and is the loyal subject of Cheonshim. She is the
가시는
living
것입니다.
the
그야말로
life of
서울을
saints.
낳아도
In fact,
아니신 것입니다.
she is our Holy Mother Han. 아주.
그런 길을 가다 보면
As we go walk this path,
뜻을 위해 땀이 나고 뜻을 위해 눈물을 흘리고
when we shed our sweat, blood,
피를
tears
흘리게 되는데
for the providence,
그 뜻을 위해 흘린
all of those things, the blood, sweat, and tears poured out
만물의
for
자리는
the will,
사탄이 침범하지
and that position is a position where Satan cannot enter.
성령 중에 제일 위력 있는 성령이
The greatest holy salt among the holy salt,
땀으로
it
흘리는
is
성령.
is the salt made by our sweat.
피로 흘리는 성령입니다.
Holy salt that is shed by our blood, sweat, and tears is the most valuable holy salt.
여러분 가장 중요한
So
분별 의식을 하고 할 때 하는
the most
피를 상징한 성주식을
important thing for us to doing
그래서
sanctifying ourselves
교회에
is
사탄이
through
침범하지
our blood,
않는 교회가
through the holy
눈물이
wine.
말라서는 안 된다.
For a church where Satan cannot
목회자의
enter,
길에서
it should be a
운동
church.
많이 했죠. 교회에 재단한 눈물이 말라서는 안 된다.
Community altar should
아주
there should be constant tears.
교회를 위해서
Tears should not
땀 흘리는
stop.
자가 있어야 된다.
There should be people who are
십자가를
working
지는
the
자가 있어야
path
된다.
of suffering, the path of the cross for
고난의 길을
the community.
가는 사람도 있어야
There need to be a person who
물도 없고 땀도 없고 교회
walk this
십자가를
path,
지려는 사람이 없으면 거기서
bear the
원망하고
cross.
불평하면 사탄이
But if
가서
nobody wants to do
스스로
this, but if
자기를
you are constantly
저에게
complaining and complaining,
되는 것입니다.
that is the time where Satan will enter.
왜 위에서 사는 자리?
Why, in the position of living for the sake of others, in the position of living with gratitude and offering our tears and sweat for the providence, the reason why Satan cannot enter is because Satan is egoism. It is a being that is self-centered. He cannot be in a position of sacrifice. He will just leave that place.
그 위대한 길을 모범적으로 길을 보여주신 전형 노정을 보여주신 분이 바로
The true parents are the ones who showed the path, this modal path.
그런 길을 걸어가야 할 천일국주인 우리는
For us to become owners of Cheonil, we need to have
책임의식이
ownership.
없는 사람은
Those who don't
흘러가 버린다고
lack ownership,
말씀을
they will simply drift away.
이 나라 복귀와 세계 복귀를 위해서
For restoration of this world and the nation,
이 책임의식을 잊으면
we should not forget our sense of responsibility and ownership for a single moment. Those who are in the position of
기뻐하실 수는 실제로
responsibility, we should be able to offer greater results of report that our true parents in heaven can rejoice. When we stand in that position, then we can call ourselves the filial sons and daughters, the true loyal subjects and true saints and true divine sons and daughters.
희망을 우리에게 주신 말씀은
One of the
이제부터
words of hope
통일교회 운세는
is that
국가적으로 세계적 운세로
from now on, the fortune of the unification community will extend beyond the nation to a global fortune. If this nation and people do not accept it, the world will accept it. I'm convinced that the day will surely come when the shouts of welcome raised with both hands by all peoples of the world will resound in the hearts and breasts of 30 million compatriots. These are the words of conviction of our true parents. I truly believe these words will be fulfilled. In fact, today, when we look at the Korean church, the Cheonhan Special District, the numbers they're participating here on site is 200 and 138 online and 338 are participating. Agona Church 401 are participating, including the online AMA Church also participating. 400 people are participating together also. Also in Kenya, the headquarters church, 70 of them are gathered together offering devotions and prayers. And we look at these things, if we are not able to fulfill our responsibility, the entire world will then take responsibility. Their shouts will move our hearts. I truly hope, I truly believe this Heavenly Korea should be a model of the world. In this period where True Mother is going difficulties, when we see more people gather their devotion and prayers, I truly hope we'll be able to see more people offering devotions. So thank you.